Hello children. In our last session, we learned that Hitler believed Nazis to be the most superior of all races and the method he adopted to get rid of all the other races. Today, we will learn how Hitler methodically planned and implemented changes to transform the mindset of his people and make them believe in his ideology under the topic Youth in Nazi Germany. Hitler was extremely interested in the youth of the country because he was of the opinion that the tender minds can be easily molded with his ideology as they would believe him blindly. Hitler knew that schools would be the easiest way to establish a direct contact with children. He felt that a strong Nazi society can only be established by teaching children Nazi ideology. Schools were cleansed and purified, means teachers who are Jews were removed from their jobs. Children were segregated as German and Jews. Undesirable children like Jews, physically handicapped, and gypsies were thrown out of school, and finally in 1940 they were taken to gas chambers where they met death. German children were given Nazi schooling. Under Nazi schooling, all school textbooks were rewritten. Racial science was introduced to justify Nazi ideas of race in schools. Children were taught to hate Jews and worship Hitler. Unfair and untrue beliefs about Jews were popularized through max classes. Children were taught to be loyal and obey without arguing, worship Hitler and hate Jews. Sports was also taught with the intention of developing violence and the feeling of anger. Hitler believed that boxing would make children iron-hearted, strong and masculine. At the age of 10, children had to enter junk work. At 14 years of age, all boys had to join Nazi youth organization called Hitler Youth. Over here, children were given training to be violent, criticize democracy and hate all undesirables. After training, they had to join labor service at the age of 18. Then they had to serve in armed forces. The Nazi cult of motherhood. Children were told that women were different from men, and hence the fight for equal right was wrong and would destroy society. Boys were taught to be aggressive, masculine and steel-hearted, while girls were told to become good mother and rear pure-blooded Aryan children. In 1933, women who bore undesirable children were punished, and those who produced desirable children were awarded. They were taken care of very nicely in hospitals. They were given concessions in shops, cinema theatres, and railway fares. Women were even awarded with honor crosses depending on the number of children she gave birth to. A bronze cross for giving birth to 4 children, a silver cross for bearing 6 children, and a gold cross was given to a mother of 8 or more children. All Aryan women who did not follow the code of conduct were publicly criticized and severely punished. Their heads were shaved, faces were blackened. Placards saying, "I have sullied the honor of the nation," were hung on their neck, and they were paraded through the town. Many received jail sentences and were forced to break their ties with their husbands and families. The art of propaganda. Nazis were very good at playing with words. They never used words that would send or mean something negative. Nazi never used the word kill or murder in their official communication. Mass killings of Jews were termed as special treatment or final treatment. Euthanasia was the term used to kill the disabled. The words selection and disinfections were also terms of mass killing. Evacuation means to send people to gas chamber. So children, as you can see, the words and the action are contradictory. As you can see, if a report comes, 10,000 Jews were given special treatment today, will the society reading the news feel anything wrong in this? So, this was the clever strategy adopted by Hitler. Do you know, children, the gas chamber was labeled disinfection area and it looked like a bathroom with fake shower heads. Media was used to win public support. Movies were made to show Jews in bad light. A film, The Eternal Jew, portrayed Jews with long beards and wearing kaftans. But in reality, there was no difference between the Nazis and Jews. Through movies, Jews were referred to as vermin, rats, and pests, and their movements were compared to those of rodents. In this way, Nazis trapped the minds and emotions of the people and provoked anger and hatred for the undesirables. They made the people believe that Nazi alone can solve all their problems. Now let me share some less known facts. Hitler was sent to report on an emerging far-right group, the German Workers' Party, by his army superiors. Anton Drexler was the founder of the German Workers' Party. Hitler's hate for Jews community came from the influence of Karl Lueger, Vienna's mayor. Hope you enjoyed the facts. Thank you.